Hi guys, this is Play It Again. I am Ginger.
And I am Mike.
And we are trying something new today.
Cheers, my popcorn.
So, it's date night, sort of. Where we live right now in Costa Rica, the closest movie theater is 3 hours away. So, one of our favorite date night activities was always going to the movies, and we haven't been able to do that very much in the last 3.5 years.
True.
Sadly.
We accidentally watched Beetlejuice in Spanish.
Yeah.
That was the last movie we've been to. Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2. What else have we seen here? We've seen Dune 2.
And Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick and Moonfall.
Is some Moonfall here?
Yes. I was so upset. It was the first movie we ever saw since we got in the country, and I was so excited for it, and it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So anyway, we decided, since you can't really go to the movies, that we would cheat, because one of my favorite things about going to the movies was making sure we got there in time to do the trailers. Mike was always like, oh, the movie doesn't start for 20 minutes in, so it's okay if we're late. I'm like, no, it's not.
She would not stand for it.
The trailers were one of my favorite parts.
I wanted to watch the trailers too, but I was not,
no, the
as bent out of shape if I missed it.
Integral to the movie because I want to know what's coming up.
So Ginger,
especially now, if it's going to take us 3 hours to get to the movie theater, I want to be able to watch enough trailers so that I know that it's going to be worth the trip.
well, what we've got here is a selection of tentpole 2025 summer blockbuster movie trailers.
Oh. Well, summer's coming up. It's actually technically summer here, but summer for where they do the blockbusters is coming up. And I got my popcorn. I'm ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna bring it.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming.
Does that Tulsi or just look like her?
Who will keep the American people safe?
Looks like Tulsi.
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us comply? So what, do we all just punch and shoot? I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Stop! Get off speed! John, stop! Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past.
Oh my
It's
God,
like your
that
mind is somewhere
soundtrack.
else.
The music, right?
So
Brutal.
you could do something about it now, or live with it forever.
This could get
I'm
messy.
kind of liking it.
You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Let
that Chloe Grace Moretz?
look at you.
I think it is.
I don't see your mistakes.
I don't think so.
That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
Oh, maybe not.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
I'm with Bucky.
I like Thunderbolts.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy boy.
You know who that is? That's the sheriff from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh. Can't remember his name.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
They did call themselves the Thunderbolts.
Of course they did.
Okay. So,
Talk to me, Goose.
you know I love superhero movies.
I know you
it's
do.
It's one of my favorite genres, guys. But I gotta be perfectly honest. I've got wore out from them. Last 10 years or so.
15 at least.
I've lost track of how many there are. I can't even. And the Avengers never really spoke to me. Actually, I should probably stop eating while I'm talking. That's a
Probably.
little rude. I'm sorry. But I've got carried away a little. But The Avengers is one of those series that never really grabbed me. I can't even explain why. Maybe it's just there's the whole ensemble thing has been really overdone. Like, it's to the point where, look at Marvel, for example. The whole Marvel universe is there's so many characters, I can't even keep track of them anymore. And I was a comic book geek back in the day, and I'm just exhausted from it.
I'm just glad it's not another Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man's not even a good superhero. Why do we have 83 Spider-Man
I don't know, you know what,
movies?
that first Spider-Man is still one of my
Like
favorite.
25 years ago?
Yeah, with what's his name? Toby something, Maguire. That has got to be one of my favorite superhero movies of all
That
time.
kind of kicked off this whole 2.5 decade long fascination with superhero
Because it was
movies.
good. It was so good. Okay, so what do you think? This looks like, lovable rejects?
Yeah, it's like the Marvel version of DC's Suicide Squad.
I guess so, but the Suicide Squad felt like it had a more sinister feel, right?
Yeah.
This felt a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, well, it's definitely got that twist of Star-Lord and the gang. What are they called?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that was
like
a great one, guys.
Suicide Squad crossed with Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the impression I get.
Okay, I would buy that. I might actually go to watch this. I really liked that Russian guy that was the sheriff from Stranger Things. I feel like it would be a lot of fun.
All right, so this is on your maybe go see.
It's a maybe go see
All
for
right.
sure. We got to
For-
see if it
for
actually
me, I
comes
don't-
to our theater.
I'd only go because you're going. I would otherwise take a pass on that one.
Okay, well, I am the superhero lover more than Mike is, that's for sure.
All right, next one up.
Okay, I'm ready. That was a good start.
Okay. Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston, now McLaren, all have a speed on the straights. Our shot is battling in the turns. We need to build our car for combat.
I love Brad Pitt.
How am I supposed to make that safe?
Who said anything about safe?
Now
yes.
we're talking soundtrack. Is that RDJ? Is that Robert Downey Jr. I
Oh,
saw?
I didn't see. Oh, it is. Oh my God, I love car racing.
Go Brian May.
What did that say? It was so fast.
Brad Pitt, IMAX, summer 2025.
What was the name of the movie?
F1.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, I was going to take them off because I'm used to doing that, but no, we're not done yet.
You got more.
How many do we have in this list?
5. You're out of practice at eating popcorn.
I really am. Sorry, guys. I almost died choking on my popcorn. So I'm going to ask Mike to edit that out.
So what I was trying to say before you started trying to die was the trailer looked a little light on plot detail,
Yeah.
but heavy on soundtrack and big names. And you know what? I until recently would have said I'm not interested in a car racing movie, but Ford versus Ferrari was so good. I'm
That's
like,
what I was going to say.
I would watch. This is a would for me. I would go see this.
I would go with you just because I wouldn't like you to go without me. And because I love movie popcorn. But I felt the same way. The trailer was a little light on plot. We could really stand to have a little bit more. I hope that there's more of the drama in it, like Ford versus Ferrari. You gotta be honest, when we went to go see Ford versus Ferrari a long time ago, what is that? 6 years ago,
5-6
maybe?
years ago, maybe. Yeah.
I was meh on going. I was slightly interested because I'd heard, I am a car gal, and I was slightly interested, but it was way better than I expected it to be. And I really enjoyed the background of that story. So I'm hoping we're going to get more of that in this. And I won't lie though, you put Brad Pitt and Robert Downey Jr. in a movie, and on looks alone, you're going to catch me for sure.
Yeah, I hope there's a lot to it. I'm sure there is. It's going to be about competition and enemies and frenemies
I sure hope so.
and all that.
I do like car racing.
But while you
though.
were talking about Ford versus Ferrari, it made me think it was the car racing equivalent of that baseball manager movie about the Oakland A's. What's it called?
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Oh, another great Brad
Right?
Pitt movie.
Right, but it kind of got you into like the behind the scenes like that.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Hopefully there's a good element of that here in F1. That would be
So we should do the thumbs up thing.
good. Well,
So you're a thumbs up on this one?
yes.
I'm a like this, but like slightly leaning this
You're
way
like a-
because of Brad Pitt.
Like wouldn't have to drag you to come see it.
That's right. I would not complain,
All right.
but I would make you get me popcorn for sure.
If you're getting popcorn. All right. Next on the list, what do we got?
Oh my God!
Zora Bennett, our mission specialist. Sorry, what mission?
Ginger loves Jurassic everything.
Medical
I love Jurassic Park, guys. You gotta understand.
It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
That would be my question.
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't
Oh wow, it's Scarlett Johansson.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
Sounds like a really bad
I suppose
idea.
we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of
The
the worst
raptors are in every single one, guys.
were left here.
So let's go to this island. Sounds like a great idea.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong.
Yes, you did.
Survival is a long shot.
Ain't it always?
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
No.
Straight up.
It's worse than Jaws. Hear my rooster back there? He hears his people. Okay, so I'm going to start out because I am the huge Jurassic Park fan here. You guys, you gotta understand, the first 3 movies I've watched, the first one for sure at least 100 times. The second one, slightly less. The third one, I friggin' loved it. Even the fourth one, actually, that was the one with Chris Pratt, right? Mm-hmm. Which was a great reboot because it started to get really kind of draggy. The one with Chris Pratt was amazing. And then after that, I think they've had like 2 more.
I think he was in a couple more, yeah.
Him?
Yeah, still him.
Was he in it? Oh yeah, he was in the next one after that, but it was very bad. Like really not good. And so I trailed off a little. So I'm actually a little bit trepidatious about this because to be honest, first of all, I'm not a huge Scarlett Johansson fan. Right? Like I've seen a couple of her movies that I liked. I liked Lucy. Mm-hmm. I liked what was that anime one that she was in just recently? Oh, Ghost in the Shell. I just watched that again recently, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty good as well. But I don't know. I have trouble with her. I'm 50-50 on her and the things that she's in. So the whole girl boss thing kind of puts me off a little.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't know. It feels like they keep kind of rehashing the same story. And I get it. It made a ton of money. Lots of people liked it. Lots of people watched it. But it feels like, I mean, if every single time the question is, there's raptors, it's sort of like, I thought we did that joke already, like 10 times. You know what I mean?
You know what I will say? Two things. One, it looked like the trailer is one of those trailers where they show you every exciting thing in the movie in the trailer.
Didn't it?
And two, Scarlett Johansson is no Jeff Goldblum.
See, the Jeff Goldblum in the first movie was great.
That's what I'm talking about.
When he had his own movie, which I think was the
third one.
Was it the third one?
I think so, yeah.
That one was the least good one. Sam Neill's my boy in this series for sure. Him and Chris Pratt, they were great, right? Yeah.
But come on, life finds a way. It's like the best line in the entire
It's not
series.
bad. It's not
the best
bad.
line in the whole series.
But yeah, I mean, he's done. He's done. His shtick is sort of finished. I don't know. I might have to actually do thumbs down on this one. And you gotta understand, guys, how tough that is for me to say, because Jurassic Park is one of my all-time favorite series. But like, it feels like I wouldn't want to spend movie money on this one. I might wait till it's out for a while, see what Rotten Tomatoes has to say, the audience score, of course, never the critic score, and then perhaps pay to rent it on one of the streaming services instead of making the 3-hour drive.
That seems fair.
Okay.
It'd be a bit of a spectacle, but not worth the 3-hour
That's
drive.
a watch at home, but pay watch at home money for it.
Okay.
That would be fine.
All right.
All right.
Next.
Let's go. We're running out of battery, sir.
Our lives are not defined by any one action. Our lives are the sum of our choices. Everything you were, everything you've done has come to this.
When the need for certainty is absolute and the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him.
Tom Cruise.
Should he choose to accept?
He always chooses to accept.
For every life you tried to save, you gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on Earth is your responsibility. That's the pattern, isn't it? You refuse to sacrifice the
I
ones
think we all
you
know where
hold
Ginger
close.
is on this one already.
There's no way I'm saying no to this movie. Oh!
You've always been on the right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Bing Rames, right?
Yep.
Friggin' love him.
I need you to trust me.
I trust you. Every single time. I don't think I trust anybody this much. Oh my God! You guys don't understand how much I friggin' love Tom Cruise. And I love the Mission Impossible movies. Every single one of them, even the bad ones I love. And there was a couple stinkers, but they were still so good, so worth it.
So much fun to look at, if nothing else.
Oh yeah. Tom Cruise is one of my all-time favorite people, guys, right? Tom Cruise is one of those actors that no matter what, if he's in the movie, I will watch it. I can only name one movie of his that I ever didn't like, that I've seen, and that was Vanilla Sky. It was a terrible movie.
Never saw it.
Brutal.
So
Yeah.
for
That's
me,
not
his
your
record
kind
is
of movie.
unblemished.
But for me, that was it. I will watch him in anything, and Mission Impossible is one of my favorite ones because it's so good for action. I am definitely thumbs up on that one.
How can you not watch part 2 of the final movie? Like
Right?
The entire thing.
Yeah, I was a little bit let down by the part 1, but I figured they'll wrap it up in the second one. So, are you thumbs up?
Oh, yeah.
We're making the drive for that one.
All right.
I can't wait. Okay. Last one.
Last one.
Oh my god, is that Superman?
There must have been some kryptonite involved in this situation. Listen to him gasping.
Why does he have mop hair? How does this happen to Superman?
It's funny how every woman who plays Lois Lane just looks like Lois Lane. I don't know who that is, but I immediately went, that's Lois Lane.
That's the gal that played Rachel in House of Cards. He calling his dog? Do we have Super Dog in this one? Oh my god, really?
Home. Take me home.
I'm sorry, the cheese factor of this is getting a little much.
That hurts to see right after Gene Hackman died. You can't have some 12-year-old be Lex Luthor.
He looks like Billy Corgan. Is that a dragon? Okay.
That one's a hard no for me.
It's going to be a hard no for me too, and that one's actually really painful for me to say because Superman has always been my favorite superhero story. I've always loved Superman. But I'm kind of feel really done. Right? Like it's another one of those that there's been so many of them now. Same with the Spider-Man that I'm just done. And the whole... So now, let's get this straight. We've got a dog in there. We've got a dragon. We've got a robot. I saw a couple other things in there. It's like they just said, let's just throw everything in there. The whole kitchen sink, and they'll just fight literally everything. Historically, everything that's ever been a bad guy.
And a distinctly non-Gene Hackman Lex Luthor.
Okay, so... You're a little, well, Gene Hackman just died, so you're a little bit sensitive about it. I get it, okay? And it was really weird what happened to him and his wife. But anyway, I've never been a really big Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor fan.
Oh,
even
really?
though I did love the original
Right.
Superman, right? Like, what was that? Christopher Reeve was always my favorite for a long time. Henry Cavill turned into my new favorite. How could he not? The one with the very first one with, what was that, Man of Steel? I actually have it on DVD, and I kept it on DVD, even when I sold 90% of our DVDs when we moved. I kept that one because I loved it so much. The only objection I had to that one was how long the fight scenes got. Like, if it's 20 minutes of just smashing into building after building after building, it was a little bit long.
A little repetitive, huh?
Yeah, and it feels like they keep doing that. And that trailer gave me the feeling like it's going to be a lot of that too. Especially when you have so many things to fight. It's not even just like one villain anymore. It's like, no, he has to fight everybody. It's just, it feels like it's going to get a little tired. And I actually liked the choice for Lex Luthor. He looked really menacing. Right? Reminded me a little bit of that bad guy from Dune. The really scary one. You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
Can't remember what his name was.
Me
The
neither.
character.
But I know who you mean.
Really menacing bad guy.
The nephew or whatever of
Yeah.
Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah. He reminded me of that guy. That looks like a good villain. But still, it feels a little hokey. And I really dislike the choice for Superman, whoever that guy is. I am not buying it at all. He looks really soy. Really soy. If you don't have a chiseled jaw, just get out.
You're not Superman
That's not going
material.
to work for me. Yeah, he's more like Lois Lane.
Harsh, bro.
That was a little harsh. That's how I feel. You don't mess with my Superman. That's how I feel about it. So that's going to be a hard no for me. I'm not even sure that I would pay money to rent it.
I definitely wouldn't. I will
mean,
never
if it
see
comes
it.
out on Apple TV, I'll watch it maybe. But I can't even lie. I think like the last one or two I haven't even watched.
I can't remember how many have come out since I last watched one.
Me
No
neither.
interest.
Ever since the Man of Steel one, I didn't watch any of the ones after that.
I don't even think I've seen all of that.
I will. Well, we're gonna have to watch it
No,
tonight.
not.
I will say honestly, General Zod in that one was an amazing villain. I can't remember the name of the dude that played him, but every time I see him in any other movie, I always think the same thing. Oh, it's General Zod.
You're doing that Leo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah. Okay, so out of 5, we are 2 definites, 1 maybe.
We're both
And
out
2
on
no's.
Superman. We're
Yeah.
both in on Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
We figured pay to stream on the Jurassic.
Yep.
F1 I was in.
And I will go with you. And the first one,
The Thunderbolts.
the Thunderbolts, I was in, and you would go with me. Oh, that's a pretty even balance, I think.
What about all you people? Any of you going to be interested in any of those movies? Tell us what you think.
I'm interested to hear what people have to say about the superhero genre, because I don't know if there's a lot of other people that probably feel like we do, that it's just kind of overdone and it's time to take a break from superheroes. It feels a lot to me like the movie theaters just want to make money, right? And they're just like, well, that worked, let's just do it again. And I'd really like to see some more original stories for a change.
Yeah, I mean, think about the best movies we've seen in the last 10 or 20 years. Really unique individual things like Ex Machina,
Yeah.
right? Totally not a franchise, totally different. Bit of a slow burn kind of a thinker, even.
Yep.
Way better than almost anything we've seen.
Yeah, but even in the action movie genre, right? Like, I know these are called the blockbusters, but it feels like there could be more, right? Don't get me wrong,
Feels
I like
hollow.
the franchises, but every time I see yet another movie in a franchise, I think to myself, are you guys just out of stories? Maybe they are. Maybe they are.
You know
But
what they
we'll
need
see.
to do? They need to go after recent intellectual property from the kind of people that have been blacklisted from Hollywood. Get us a Monster Hunter International movie. Larry Correa will sell you the rights. He's in it for money. He's a former
do the
accountant.
Monster Hunter series. Yeah, I'm down with that one. They had a Monster Hunter
Great
movie,
fantasy.
but that wasn't one of his stories. Remember?
No, it has.
It was Mila
has-
Jovovich.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
Similar title, but not his. I would love to see somebody option some Guy Gabriel Kay. Maybe some like Lions of Al Rassan or something like that.
Yeah, the epic fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's stuff out there, Hollywood. Go
All right.
get it.
We've put in our orders. So, you guys will have to let us know how you like this. This is kind of new for us, but I had fun.
Yeah, me too.
And we get to have popcorn. I don't get popcorn very often at all.
Yeah, it's our first go at this, so give us some feedback, format tweaks, whatever suggestions you
We
have.
thought maybe we'd do these once a month, because there's not that many movies. Certainly not that many movies we would watch, that's for sure. And you can make suggestions for movie trailers you'd like to see us talk about. Don't pick any girl movies. We don't do that.
Not even Ginger does that.
No, there's no chick flicks here. It's very rare for me to like a chick flick.
You
It
had
usually
me
has to
at
have Adam
hello.
Sandler in it.
You had me at hello.
That was a good movie because it had Tom Cruise in it,
See? Exceptions.
right? All right, guys. So in the meantime, you can watch that again.